Hello, friends. Welcome to Yoga for Mindfulness today. I'm your host, Jill. I'm so glad that you're here. Or if you're not here, maybe you'll watch this video soon. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's just find a comfortable seat on your mat or on your blanket or on anywhere that you feel comfortable. You can sit in a chair. But we're just going to talk a little bit about mindfulness first, and then we'll get started with our yoga practice. So just find your comfortable seat, and then we will do our breath work, get warmed up, and do our great practice on this beautiful Friday. Good deal. All right. So as always, you can sit in a chair, like I said, or you can get a blanket or a beach towel like I have, or a pillow, and just find a comfortable seat. Maybe fluff the pillows a little. But it's nice sometimes to get your knees a little lower than your hips. And as always, you don't have to sit crisscross. You can have your legs out, just whatever you feel comfortable. But let's just talk a little bit about mindfulness. Wow, what a hard work it is to do for everyone. Um, so mindfulness just means basically paying attention on purpose, right? And we think that we do that a lot, but actually we don't. We're it's so hard for us to be in the moment wherever we are. So this is a constant work that you have to train your brain to do, especially for children and adults. So let's just think about some things, ways to be mindful. We could be mindful while we brush our teeth in the morning, right? If you're like most people, you get up, and if you shower, sometimes you don't even remember taking a shower because you are just on autopilot and you're thinking about the day and what's in store for you or what email that you didn't read and you've got a deadline coming up, yada, yada. So that's a really good practice to wake up in the morning and just be aware that I'm here now. Just accept the reality that is now. I'm going to go in the bathroom. I'm going to do everything in the bathroom and be mindful. I'm washing my hair. It sounds silly, but it will really make a difference in your life if you can just try to remember through the day. Even driving the car, that's one thing that's really scary. A lot of us are just on autopilot. We'll drive our kids to school and we'll be like, oh, I don't remember doing that. And it's pretty scary. And that's most adults. We're thinking about something else. And now with cell phones and, if you've got kids in the back screaming, there's just a heightened level of stress that we're all under. And it's so important to say, hey, you know what? I am going to do this task and I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm going to drive. I'm not going to think about anything else but driving and being safe. Okay, what's another one we could think about? We could think about, for me, oh, I hate unload the dishwasher. But if I say, you know what, Jill, we're going to unload this dishwasher and we're going to be happy about it. We're not going to think about anything else but getting this task done, then that really helps me to be mindful in the moment. I'm going to put these things up. And you'll notice when you're not mindful, it's when things happen to you. Maybe you're walking up the stairs and you trip and fall and almost bust your face. And you're like, wow, wow, I really need to be mindful. Let me walk up the stairs. Let me feel my knees lifting up as I go. Yay. I just wanted to see who was watching. I didn't know if y'all had questions. But yeah, so I think it's just important to remind yourself daily of how I can be mindful. What task am I doing right now? And, am I thinking about what's for lunch or what am I going to cook for dinner or, this email? Let's just be here now And maybe in the comments, you can tell me some ways that you are mindful, or you can try to be mindful doing tasks. So we just wanted to bring that up today. And like I said, it's such a hard work. It's just a constant thing that I have to remind myself to do. And I'm starting to teach my children to do it as well. I have a son who's really clumsy and he falls down a lot at school. And I'll say, well, I don't think you're being mindful when you're walking on the sidewalk. And he gets mad at me. But it's true. Let's just be mindful. We're going from point A to point B, and let's concentrate on that particular task. And if we don't, we might make a mistake and fall down. All right, friends, let's get started on this beautiful Friday or yoga practice. Let's get comfortable, get in your seat. You can also do the warm up in a chair. So if you want to sit in a chair, you can do that. But just remember to kind of sit tall here, tighten your abs a little, and let's do our breath work. So let's take a big inhale. Shoulders come to the ears. Exhale them down your back. Nice. And I encourage you to do whatever you want with your hands here. A lot of times I like to put them on my heart, and we'll just start our breath work. So inhale. Exhale through the mouth or the nose. But I encourage you to inhale, and maybe you'll count till 5 or 6. And then hold it for one breath, and on the exhale, push it out. And then as you push it out, try to tighten your abs as you go down. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, I encourage you to open your eyes if they were closed and just sort of loosen up a little. Figure out where you're holding tension in your body and just kind of loosen up here. All right, let's do our shoulder rolls. So inhale, make small or big circles with our shoulders. Just keep breathing. Okay, we'll reverse it. All right, beautiful. Now we're going to do our hip circles. So we're going to lead with the chest, and we're going to make a circle with our hips. Now we're going to curve our spine when we go to the back. So just keep breathing. And of course, do this at your own pace. So you could have a small circle or a big circle. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to lead with the chest, and then we're just going to tuck the tailbone and sort of arch the back. So keep breathing here. You can add a neck movement too. So you can kind of tuck the chin and then look up, whatever feels comfortable. All right, let's reverse that circle. Just keep breathing. Reverse the circle. Just getting some movement into the hips. Again, when we do yoga, we can also be mindful of our body, how it moves, and listening to our body. Just giving ourselves permission to be here now, doing this practice together. Breathe. All right, let's come back to center. Let's inhale, arms up if that's available. If not, just circle your wrist on your own. We're just going to circle our wrist. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. And opposite way. All right, now we're going to inhale, arms up again. And we're going to drop this arm, and we're going to do a side stretch. Again, if your shoulder's sore, you don't have to lift your arm up. You can just lean to the side, put your arm down. So there's no rules here. So you don't always have to do what I do. If something hurts for you, don't do it. Breathe. I'm just getting a good side stretch. Inhale, arms up. And if you do feel like your arm's up today, and find a nice stretch there. But again, this is just as good on the side. Breathe. All right, we'll come back to center. Inhale, arms up. And let's torso twist to the left. Breathe. Still sitting tall. Breathe. Come back to center and other side. All right, we'll come back to center. We'll take the left ear to the left shoulder here. Just get a little stretch here. Your shoulders are going to want to move. They're going to want to hike up. So let's work them towards level. Breathe. All right, let's tuck the chin and roll it to the other side. Again, your shoulders are going to want to move every time. So be mindful of your shoulders working towards level. I always say working towards level. Working towards. They don't have to be level, but that's how we're working. All right, let's go back. And other side. Perfect. Let's look straight. We're going to inhale and look to the left. We're going to exhale it and look to the right. We're going to inhale and look straight. We're going to exhale, look up. And inhale, look down. And exhale, look back straight. Good job. Inhale, arms up again, or just bring palms together to heart center. Exhale it down if your arms were up. Now here we're going to do our upper torso twist. So just our upper torso is going to twist to the left. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist the upper torso to the left. So really push down on that right sit bone. And only take your gaze as far as your fingertips. You don't want to strain. Breathe. Breathe. All right, bring it back to center. We'll do the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Torso twist to the right. Push down on that left sit bone this time. Breathe. This is a very awkward pose, but it's very important to warm up our spine before we start our practice. Breathe. All right, perfect. Come back to center. Great. So let's just circle our ankles here. Just small or big circles, whatever you like. And reverse it. All right, other side. And reverse. A lot of times it'll snap, crackle, and pop here, and that's okay. Perfect. Now we're just going to take our toes, we're going to spread them out, and we're going to squeeze them in. So let's do that a few times. Spread them out, squeeze them in. Spread them out, squeeze them in. Spread them out, squeeze them in. All right. And if you're new here, I'd like to tell you about the four corners of the feet. So we're going to pretend 1, 2, 3, 4. Four corners of the feet. Same with the palms. I really want you to think about that when we do our practice because it's so important to really ground down through the palm and the feet and not necessarily use the fingers or the toes. And it's very hard in the beginning when you start yoga, but the more you do it and the more you listen to the teacher's cues about, hey, remember to push down through the palms, you're going to get so much stronger and your wrists aren't going to hurt as much and it's just going to be great for your practice. So, all right, meet me on your mat and tabletop. Grab your blanket. If your knees hurt like mine, go ahead and get in your tabletop here. And I'm just going to check and make sure there's no questions. Yay, no questions. I hope you guys can hear me all right. All right, so let's get in tabletop. We're going to do our cat-cow. So reminder that the shoulders are below, shoulders are above the wrist, knees are above the hips. So we're going to big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone and arch the back for cat. Drop the head and neck. Push through the palms. Breathe. We're going to inhale it for cow. So we're dumping the udders here. Maybe your gaze comes up. Maybe do a wag dog here. Shake your hips if that feels good. If not, don't do it. Okay, exhale. Tuck it for cow, cat. And you can do these on your own if you want to. You don't have to stay with me. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Cow and cat. All right, we'll come back to neutral spine here. Shake your wrist out if you need to. You can always make a fist too with your hands and hold them like this. Many people don't know that, but like I said, when you first start doing yoga, your wrists might hurt a lot. So I'm going to always give the opportunity to shake the wrist out. All right, now let's do our hand and leg extension. So we're going to come back to neutral spine here. We're going to inhale that right leg out. Perfect. So activate that leg. Toes are pointing down to the mat. Breathe. Hips are working towards level here. So don't have it up too high. Breathe. Tighten the core here. Push through the palms. Push on the top of that back foot. Breathe. Tighten the core. Stay here if this is enough for you. If you want to take it to the next level, we can extend that left arm. Breathe. Tighten the core. Extend through the fingertips. Push through that back heel. Breathe. All right, bring it back to center. Shake the wrist out if you need to. We'll do the other side. Tabletop, inhale, exhale. Extend the left leg out this time. Breathe. Activate that quad. Flex that foot, push through the heel. Breathe. Go ahead and tighten the core here. Extend that right arm if that's available today. If not, don't worry about it. It's your practice. Breathe. Balance. Trying to push through the palms here. All right, bring it back to center and shake it out. All right, now we're just going to do circle, hip circles. So whatever that looks like for you, breathe. You can always make a fist too with your hands. All right, let's reverse. All right, perfect. Now we're going to do something called thread the needle. So if you have your blocks handy, you can go ahead and grab those. You can figure out if you need 2 blocks or 1 block. I usually only need 1 block, and you might not need any blocks. So thread the needle is we're in tabletop. We're going to inhale. We're going to extend this left arm out. And on the exhale, we're going to thread it through. We're going to drop that shoulder and the ear to the block or the mat. And this right hand, you can extend it to the top of your mat, or you can keep it bent. Up to you. Just breathe here. Breathe. So if you notice that your shoulder can't make it to the mat and it's a struggle for you to hover, grab a blanket or grab a block and rest your ear and shoulder on that block. Breathe. All right, we're going to use this right palm and we're going to push up. Oh, and gently untwist. And let's do the other side. So tabletop, inhale. Right arm goes out, exhale, thread it through. Drop shoulder and ear to the block or the mat. Breathe. Option to extend the left arm towards the top of your mat. But again, just an option. Breathe. All right, use your left palm to push up. Perfect. We'll take the blocks back to the top of our mat. And now let's just sit back for a child's pose. I like to do wide-legged, so what that means is your toes and heels come together, knees come out, and then sit back, and you can get a little farther down with your knees wide. So bring forehead to the mat, and if that's not available, get your blocks. Or get your pillow, whatever you have handy. But I really encourage you just to relax your face here. So get your forehead on something so it can relax. Circle your wrist here. Breathe. All right, let's push our way back up. And now we're just going to walk our hands to the right of the mat and maybe off the mat, maybe up a little. And we're going to sit back for another child's pose, but this time get a good side stretch here. Breathe. And if that doesn't feel good to you, if your arms are sore, here's another option for a child's pose. Your feet can come together and you can put your arms down like this. And you can put your head to a block like this. So there's always options. So if you ever have questions, please message us or put it in the comments that maybe a pose was difficult for you to do, or you would like to see more options on that pose. All right, so let's push it up, walk it back to center, and then walk it to the left. And sit back. Breathe. Deep breaths. All right, let's push our way back up. And we're going to come back to tabletop. So if you do have blocks today and you want to use them, we're going to do our crescent lunge here in a moment. So go ahead and get your blocks ready. All right, we're going to do down dog. So we are in tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to push our hips up and back, making an upside down V with the body. Keep a generous bend in the knees and then start walking the dog, which just means pedaling the feet. So keeping the toes on the ground, you're just going to lift your heel up and down. Breathe. Push through the palms here. Extend through the spine. Breathe. All right, there's an option here to do a three-legged dog. So all that means is we're just going to lift up this right leg. And again, this is an option. You don't not have to do this. But if you're feeling fancy, you can try it. Just lift that leg up, breathe. Extend that right leg, push through the heel, breathe. All right, bring it back down to down dog. Walk the dog one more time. Bring it back down to hands and knees. All right, now let's bring this right knee forward. All right, so the knee, remember, is over the ankle. So let's make sure that that alignment is right. So look at that. Push through this front foot and utilize the top of that back foot for stability. We're going to inhale and come up. So if you need your blocks to do that, but we're going to inhale and come up. Inhale, arms up. If that's available, breathe. If not, hands on hips. Breathe. So here we can push through that front foot, tighten this quad and this quad. Breathe. Keep breathing. Tighten your core too. Breathe. All right, let's take it down. And we're going to take our block or our hand and put it as close as we can get it to that right big toe. All right, we're going to take this right hand to the hip. We're going to inhale, and we're going to twist the torso to the right. Great. One thing that's going to happen is this knee is going to want to move. So what you got to do is squeeze this side in and push down through that foot to keep it stable. Breathe. So option to extend the hand in the air. You can swing it around and it can go in the air like this. Breathe. Breathe. All right, let's gently twist it back down. Perfect. All right. Now we are going to go and get set up for plank. So whatever that looks like for you, it could be a knee plank or it could be a regular plank. But I'll do knee plank today. Let's stay here for a moment. Breathe. Tighten the quads. Squeeze the bottom. Tighten the abs, all of the abs, lower, middle, upper, sides. Strong arms. But do me a favor, relax the neck and the face. Breathe. All right, when you're ready, we're just going to lower down. So squeeze the elbows in tight as gracefully as you can. It's okay to plop down on the mat. When you're ready, we're going to push up for up dog. That's what I'm going to do is up dog. You can also do baby cobra. I'll show you that. Baby cobra is just squeezing the elbows in and lifting up the chest. Breathe. So extend through the skull. Get the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. We're just finding a little back bend here. So whatever that looks like for you, breathe. All right, when you're ready, we're just going to push back to child's pose again. So figure out which one you want to do. Relax here. Circle your wrist if you need to. You can always grab elbows and relax your forehead on your forearm. But just breathe. Deep breaths here. All right, let's pick it back up. And let's do our second down dog. So we're going to tuck our toes. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips up and back. Start walking the dog. Bend the knees. Breathe. Push through the palms. Create space in your spine. Breathe. All right, option for three-legged dog. Lifting the left leg up. Breathe. Extend that left leg. Push through the heel. Breathe. Again, this is just an option, so you do not have to do it. Breathe. All right, let's come back to down dog, another pedal. All right, now we're going to drop the knees back to tabletop, and then we're going to bring this left foot forward. Grab your blocks if you need to. Use those for stability. Check your alignment of the knee and the ankle. Inhale and come up. Good job. So activate the quads, both of them. Touch them if you have to. Tighten the core. Squeeze. Breathe. Option always to have the hand at the hips. Breathe. Maybe you can listen to the birds outside singing. Wherever you are, I can hear some. Breathe. Push through that front heel. Utilize the top of this back foot. All right, let's take it down. We're gonna do our torso twist. So take your block or your hand, put it as close as you can to this left big toe. Left hand goes on the hip. Inhale. Exhale, torso twist to the left. Breathe. Mindful of that knee. It's going to want to move, so squeeze this left side in. Breathe. Option to extend the hand in the air. Breathe. You can always take your gaze up or take your gaze forward or even down. It's up to you. Breathe. Push through that front foot. All right, gently untwist that. All right, and now we're going to find our plank. So whatever that looks like for you, get it set up. Do our plank. So we're going to activate our legs, our quads, our backside, our arms, and all of our abs. Breathe. Relax your face. Push through the palms. All right, when you're ready, we're going to squeeze the elbows in, lower down. Perfect. And now come up for up dog or baby cobra. Perfect. Just find your little back bend here. Breathe. Get the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Reach through the skull. Top of the skull. Breathe. Try to relax your face here too. All right, sit back to your child's pose of your choice. Breathe. Circle your wrist. Relax. All right, when you're ready, we're just going to push up and then we're just going to lie down on our mat. So we're just going to find our way to on our backs. Okay, so I'm going to move my towel. All right, now we're going to lie on our backs here. And first thing we're going to do is just pull our knees to our chest. Give a gentle rock side to side. Breathe. And as always, when we're on our backs, be mindful of your neck here because it's going to want to strain. So really push down through the back of the skull so that your neck doesn't strain. Breathe. All right, let's drop the feet. Take the arms out if available to a T, palms up, or wherever you feel comfortable. And then we're going to do something called windshield wipers. So I'm going to get my knees a little wider. You can figure out how you like yours. We're just going to inhale, drop the knees to the right. Exhale, bring the knees up, and then drop them to the left. Yeah. So just go at your own pace with this. You don't have to stay with me. And like I said, play around with it. See if you like your knees a little wider or if you like your knees a little together. Just breathe. You can also add a neck movement, so when your knees are to the left, your gaze can go to the right, and vice versa. All right, let's do one more. Great. All right, now we're going to do our figure 4 stretch. So we've got our knees bent. We're just going to cross over that right leg, just like we're sitting in a chair. Breathe. Now this could be enough for you, so take your hand and actively push your knee away. Breathe. This is a great hip opener for our lower back, so this is really good stretch for everyone to do every day. Breathe. Now this is easy for you. You can tuck your tailbone and you can grab the back of your thigh or the top of your shin. Breathe. Again, mindful of your neck because it's going to want to strain. Breathe. Flex both of the feet. Push that knee away. I know you feel this stretch. Breathe. All right, let's drop that foot, unwind that, and do the other side. So cross the left leg over, flex that foot, actively push away that left knee. Breathe. Again, if this is too easy, tuck the tailbone, grab the back of the thigh, top of the shin. Breathe. Deep breaths here. Breathe through the stretch. All right, let's drop that. Perfect. All right, let's take the legs straight now and we'll shake them out. Shake them out. Great job. All right, now we're going to hug this left knee to the chest. We're going to take it out to a 90-degree angle. We're going to take this left hand up and out, palm up, and then we're just going to turn the lower part of our body to the right. So let this knee come over to the right. Great opportunity to utilize your blocks. You can just rest your knee on your block. Breathe. So we're going to actively try to push this left chest to the ground. Breathe. Take this left hip and push it towards the top of your mat, or the bottom of your mat, rather. Breathe. All right, let's gently bring that back to center. Good job. Okay, option to straighten the legs again, shake them out, do the other side. So move your block over here. Hug that right knee in this time. And then push it out to 90 degree. Right hand goes out. And then lower torso, lower body twist to the left. Good job. So upper torso pushing down towards the chest. Breathe. Take this right hip, push it towards the top of the mat. Breathe. Keep breathing. All right, gently untwist that. Great. Bend the knees. Hug them in again. Gentle rock side to side. All right, now we're going to do something here called Happy Baby. Not the most graceful pose, but it's so wonderful for a hip opener. So the feet are just going to go in the air, and then you're just going to open the hips up. Grab your pants leg, grab your calf, grab your ankle, grab your toes if you can reach your toes, and just gently rock side to side. Maybe you'll pull down each side just to get a little bit more stretch. Breathe. All right, let's bring those knees in and drop the feet. And let's end the practice with 2 bridge poses. So if you have your blocks, you can use those. You can put one in between your knees if you'd like. You can squeeze it. So for bridge pose, we're just going to try to get our feet a little bit closer to our bottom than usual. Figure out what you want to do with your hands. You can grab your mat. Inhale. Exhale, push through the feet. You're going to push your hips in the air. Breathe. Squeeze that block, or just squeeze your knees in, hip distance apart. Breathe. So this is enough. And if this is uncomfortable for you and you do have a block, you can just slide it under your sacrum, and you can just stay here for the practice. Yes. But if you're used to bridge, keep squeezing. Push through your arms. Breathe. Lower down. Gently lower down. Rest here. All right, let's do one more. I'll take this block away this time. Inhale. Exhale, push through your feet. Hips go in the air. Breathe. So what you can also do here is shimmy your shoulders underneath your chest. Open the chest up a little bit more. Push through the arms. Breathe. Breathe. Squeeze. All right, gently lower down. Yay, nice. All right. So now we're going to get ready for Shavasana. So whatever you need to do before we get into our relaxation pose. So if that means doing a few more windshield wipers here, bringing the knees to the chest, gentle rock side to side, whatever, it's your body. You're going to figure it out. All right, so we all know the jam for Shavasana. We are just going to lie on our mats. We're going to try to be mindful. We're going to try to be here now. We're going to try to be present. Give ourselves permission to relax. So I'm going to talk you through some relaxation cues. And I encourage you to just relax. So we're on our mat. Go ahead and close your eyes if that feels comfortable. You can also cover up with a blanket, anything else that you feel warm and cozy with. But I want you to start at your toes. We're just going to wiggle our toes a little bit and just tell them to relax. Just let your legs fall naturally as they would if you were just lying down. Give yourself permission to fully relax. So bring it up through your legs. Feel your legs relax. Relax your hips. Relax your torso. Bring it through the chest and the arms. So what we're going to do here is externally rotate those shoulders, and palms will face the ceiling. Because we don't ever walk around like that, right? We're always hunched over. So this is a great practice to externally rotate those arms out as much as you can, just to open that chest. Open chest. open heart. Breathe. We're just going to come back to normal breath here. So bring awareness to your fingertips, relax them, relax your hands, bring it up through the arms. Let's go ahead and separate our teeth, unclench your jaw, and take the tongue to the back of the throat, or if it's pushing up against your teeth, just take it away. Relax your eyelids. And just try to be here now. So whatever sounds that you can hear, it could be the humming of an air conditioner or even a heater. It could be the sound of some cars passing by. It could be that you do hear birds outside if you listen hard enough. Just feel the rise and fall of the belly. Give yourself permission to be here now. Just relax. We're going to lie here for about 1 more minute. So just be mindful of being present. All right, when you're ready, we're going to start to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. Just sort of gently waking the body back up. And in no rush, we're going to bend our knees. Open your eyes. And when you're ready, we're going to roll over to the right side. Give yourself a hug here. Breathe. All right, when you're ready, I want you to use your hands to push yourself up. So push yourself up. Let's come back to what I call easy seat. Might not be easy for you, but we're going to work towards it being easy. All right, we're going to sit tall and we're going to end together with a big inhale. Inhale, arms up. Palms together, exhale it down. Namaste. Which means the light in me recognizes the light in you. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I hope you can think about being mindful today and every day of your life. Like I said before, it's such a hard work and it's a constant training of the brain, and there's so many new studies about how important it is. And I promise you, you just might enjoy that moment a little bit more if you tell your brain, you know what, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be mindful and I'm going to really work at not trying to think about something else. I'm going to do this task with this person or whatever it is. So happy Friday, and I cannot wait to see you again. Bye. And as always, Message us if you have any questions or tips, or if you'd like to see new moves or new ways to modify moves. Thank you.